What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, Nvidia, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. I'm also going to break down when big data is coming out that's going to affect the market to some large extent. What you should be watching for as time progresses. But before I break the devil's information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention a couple of things. I am firstly not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're guaranteed 7 free stocks. The offer ends very soon, in just about 6 days from now. Anyways, looking at SPY, we have a very, very nice looking uptrend that's been established right over here. This is now developing a nice bullish wedge that could lead to more upside, in my personal opinion, later on, at least from a technical standpoint. Now, whether or not this does truly happen should not solely be determined by technicals, but also some data that's coming out. So we have two main major catalysts coming out. First, I just want to note that at 11:30 a.m. we have the 17-week bill auction coming out today. That's in about 30 minutes from now. And we also have at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time the 20-year bond auction. So this might cause some volatility. This is not one of the major catalysts, but these pieces of data could cause some moves. But the major catalyst, the first one is going to be this one. The FOMC minutes is going to come out at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's so important about this is that it's going to give us more insights from the Fed, and technicals do look bullish approaching this, so we might actually see a nice pump thanks to this. And then later on, later on, the next catalyst is going to be Nvidia's earnings, which is coming out after the market ends up closing. So that's going to be very important. Can't wait to see what happens with that. Overall, we have a very, very nice looking bullish wedge right here on SPY. The technicals do favor a nice push to the upside for now, but just for confirmation, we'll have to see which way we break. If we were to hypothetically lose, in my opinion, not just this white trend line, but also this 50 EMA at this 530 zone, then yes, we could be looking for it to climb back down to 528. If we hold this wedge and continue to uptrend like this, we're going to be looking for a nice push all the way up towards this 532.25 area, if not 533. So I could be looking for a big push on SPY if we break out of this wedge. And overall, technicals do favor the upside a bit more. We might shuffle for now, then look for a big reaction once we get the FOMC minutes. And after that, we have Nvidia's earnings, which will cause another big move. As far as Nvidia goes, I just want to say that right now the share price is kind of flat. We did get a push to about 960. It reached our target, but then kind of declined a bit. But it doesn't really matter because what's going to matter more will be its earnings at this point. So don't worry about what Nvidia does right now. It might even just continue to shuffle for a bit between 944 and 960, which isn't really that big of a range for its standards. Nvidia is a very volatile stock, so that range is actually very small compared to what it's done before. So like right here, look at how small this range is compared to the insane swings we've gotten in the past. You guys could see. So going forward with its earnings, if it does well with earnings and guidance is good, we could push into the 1000s. If earnings are not good, we're going to be dipping back down. We'll be watching to see. As of right now, technicals favor the upside, so it does favor a push to the upside. So we'll just have to wait and see. For the QQQ, we look a bit more bullish. We're actually holding up very nicely, testing 456.5, which is very close to the level we called out. Break that level, then we're going to be looking for 457 and 458 as resistance. We also have support at 455.5. Overall, the QQQ could continue to push. It's holding up very nicely, and we could be looking for a nice uptrend to be established and continue. So overall, it's holding well and favoring bulls. For Aapl, we're also pushing up very nicely. We have 192 acting as our support right now. If we do lose this, I'll be looking for a move towards. First, we have 192. Then we also have essentially this 191 area. We have resistance currently at 192.5, 193.5 at higher levels. The trend on Aapl is bullish, and I do see more upside potential, but we have to give it some time just to see if the market continues from here. For the IWM Russell 2000, we're looking a bit more bullish. We're actually holding up very, very well at this 208 area. So I could see it trying to continue to uptrend for now, but we'll have to see how Nvidia's earnings affects this alongside more data. For Bitcoin, we're continuing to shuffle between these support and resistance levels. We are holding our 20 EMA nicely, so I could see a bounce potentially later on to about 71,000, but we have to see if we hold 70,000 first. If we hold 70,000, look for a bounce on it. For Coinbase, it declined a bit before trying to bounce exactly as predicted, hitting this 230 resistance. If it breaks through this, we're going to be looking for about 233, but overall it's holding up very well. Amazon is also trying to push higher. We did push in the morning. It's about 185. Then we kind of rejected a bit, so we're still holding up very well, and we have more upside potential. So we'll give this some time. For Meta, we also have some more upside potential as well. If we continue to push, we're going to be looking for basically 472 as resistance. If that breaks, we're going to be looking for a push for 478, and we have support at 466. So overall, I would say that the chart on Meta is a little bit more bullish, but watch the 200 EMA as resistance at 472. Besides that, for AMC and GameStop, they're actually kind of lackluster right now. AMC is just, approaching this 4.48 support at our 50 EMA. If we lose that, we're going to turn more bearish and we're going to be looking for about 4.2. So overall, it's just barely holding up. Whereas GME, on the other hand, is still trading kind of sideways. If we lose this 20 support, we're going to be looking for this gap fill at 17. I'm sorry, if we lose that 19 support, we're going to be looking for the gap fill at 17. If we break past resistance at 24, we're going to be looking for a push. So I'll give this some time and wait and see how things go. With that being said, guys, that's it for the video. I want to thank you all so much for listening. Right now, SPY is holding up very, very well. It has more upside potential later on, but just to be safe, wait for confirmation based off what we get from Nvidia and the others. Until then, I wanted to say I appreciate every single one of you. Please have an absolutely incredible rest of the day, and I'll see you guys in just a couple of hours. Get ready for some high volatility in the markets as we approach the 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time period for the FOMC minutes in just a couple of hours. All right, thanks again, guys. Have a great day, and peace out.